How to heal trauma. Hey, Gosia, sociologist and psychotherapist, surrounded by nature, and it's buzzing and chirping, and it's great because the topic is heavy. It's trauma, and I met a few types of people that think that healing trauma it is unnecessary because it's either exaggeration of the word, because we start to call trauma every single thing that was hurtful, and some people think that it's too great to basically dive into, that there is no reason for digging out the past and to get hurt again. And I don't agree with that approach, because I think trauma, however big or small it is something that locks us in the past, and it's not it's actually basically preventing us from moving forward, preventing us from taking decisions that are relevant for us here and now, because the trauma is something that locks us back in the past when something traumatic happened, either very quickly in a very shocking, striking way, or over a period of time through the treatment we've been exposed to. And why it locks us in the past? Because we are being frozen in the state of then this receiving that this shocking or traumatic treatment, being exposed to it either in a short period of time or over a period of time. And we kind of perceive every present challenge or a problem through the prism of that past situation. So it makes us somehow incapable of making decisions based on our current circumstance and our current needs, because we are just not fully present in the now, because part of us is still locked in that past. Obviously it's not helpful, and I think that we all can level up our comfort of life by healing that place from the past. And how to do it? First of all, we have to realize that the trauma is something that it is created within us, that locked us like in the limbo. We are neither in that moment that it happened, but we are neither nor we are right now, because something called like a cycle was not complete. So when something happened to us, we were like petrified, we were hurt, like this phrase, like being in a state of freeze, or fight, flight, freeze, collapse situation. So when something traumatic happens and it is either too painful or too shocking, we cannot make the call. We cannot make a move that would protect us, that could set us free. So the trauma means that you're in a limbo, you're hanged somewhere in between being hurt and not being able to protect yourself, and your system, in order to protect you, like freeze you. So you might even not remember part of this traumatic or hurtful situation, because that would be too much for your system. But in order to heal it nowadays, when we are build up a little bit our courage and strength, it is to revisit, going back to that moment and see where I'm hanged on, and complete the cycle. So when you were assaulted, then you have to go back to that moment, like thank your system, like thank you for protecting me, and I cannot remember that, I cannot feel it, but it was necessary for me then. But now I'm capable enough to take the steering wheel again back. So I want to feel it. I need to feel it for a second, for a very short period of time. You need to just with this conscious intention, go to that place of hurt, feel it, understand what's happening, and then make this move in taking the power back, as if you were protecting yourself in that moment, and say like, back off, or I won't be allowing that treatment anymore, or I can protect myself. Whatever needs to happen, there are very many different stories how this cycle can be completed. It of course depends on what type of trauma you experienced, but it's all about revisiting that situation and bring you back this power of making a step that would allow you to not be hurt at that point. So if you were, beaten by a dog and you got petrified, and the dog just bite you, and you were injured for many years, when you're healing that place, it can be even deciding, now I'm going to run for a kilometer as if I should have run at that moment when it happened to me. So I hope that I not motivate you, maybe excited you to think about the trauma in different ways, and not to think that if I want to heal the trauma, I'm a weakling. I just need to just pull myself together and live my life as if nothing happened. That doesn't work. And even if you don't realize that you're still acting from that place of traumatic self from the past, you do. So then it all happens, behind your back. So I'm always an advocate for self-awareness, and healing trauma is a huge trial for our self-awareness. But the promises, not only promises, but really the benefits of it are incomparably bigger than the fear and all this unpleasant emotion we have to be exposed to while going through that healing process. So I hope I encouraged you to think about trauma in a different way, and maybe doing something about that on your own, with your journal, or maybe with a psychotherapist, whatever works.